Hello guys, and welcome to a new Systemic War video today by me, Vulcan. This is a brand new RTS on the horizon made by Play of Battle, and today I'm really excited to be able to get my hands on an early demo that I can show off to you guys. So big thanks to Play of Battle for sending me a key for this. Today what we're going to be doing is jumping into the tutorial so that I can go through all of the new game mechanics with you and kind of show them off and give my opinions and so on and so forth. So let's go to tutorial. We'll notice that there are two modes. We have active commander and passive commander. Passive commander is more of like a high level command. So you have simplified command of troops during battle, indirect influence on units by designating priority sectors, optional use of artillery, influence over the deployment order of new units. So this is for people who don't want to get too involved in the micro. Whereas you also have active commander, which is completely my cup of tea. Full experience of leading the battle, direct control over all units on the battlefield, ability to utilize unique abilities of each unit, and additional side objectives in each battle. So let's go ahead and start the tutorial. If you'd like to get your hands on the demo yourself, I believe they are releasing a public demo on October 13th.
Commander, welcome to the operational simulation. We will begin training with the Battle Management System, BMS, to prepare you for leading our forces to victory. Every engagement begins with the deployment phase, the stage of preparation. But before we move on to force deployment, you'll first become familiar with the battlefield observation systems and camera controls. To move the camera, use the WASD keys. Rotate the camera by holding the middle mouse button and moving the mouse.
You see so far things pretty simple, but it will get into the meat of it
To zoom in or
soon
out,
enough.
use the mouse scroll wheel or press Q or E. To purchase a unit, you must first select a deployment zone, either by clicking it on the battlefield or by using the icon in the top left corner of the screen.
You see these triangles here, these are the deployment zone icons. We'll just click the one that's in this sector.
Now let's start deploying units. Command has assigned you 2 infantry squads, transported in a KTO Rosomark, and supplies points required to deploy them. To deploy a unit, click the corresponding button in the deployment UI, then select a point on the map. You can only deploy units inside the blue lines, which mark the sectors controlled by your forces.
So in this case, we're going to select our infantry unit. We'll left click, bring it in, and then we'll left click the armored personnel carrier and left click to bring it in.
Unit ready.
Infantry units can be deployed directly inside a transport vehicle. To do this, first click the Combined Unit button, then select the infantry unit.
So we can select the armored personnel carrier on the left, and then we'll be able to select any units that can come in with the armored personnel carrier. So in this case, just an infantry unit, and then place them together.
Now that our units are deployed, we can reposition them within our controlled sectors. To do this, select a unit and right-click on the target location on the map.
Orders.
Move any of your units to point Alpha.
Copy.
Excellent work, Commander. Let's conclude the deployment phase. To proceed, press the spacebar or click Start Battle.
So at the start, in the deployment,
Orders.
you can
Standing by.
give them orders as to where you want them to go after the start, similar to games like
Let's go.
Warno
Commander.
or Still Division.
Copy.
So that's really cool. We'll go ahead and start the battle.
The battlefield is divided into sectors, each of which can be controlled by either side of the conflict. To secure the sector, you must capture all control points within its boundaries. To capture a control point, your units must be inside its area, with no enemy presence during the capture. Order your units
Reporting.
to secure
Let's
Sector
go.
Bravo.
Awaiting orders. Locked and loaded.
We've got our infantry running to Bravo now. They're moving in. Our APC will keep them covered.
Sir?
Critical sector secured.
In some sectors, control points are located inside buildings. To capture such a point, an infantry unit must enter the building. Sector Charlie is one of these sectors. Use an infantry unit to capture it.
Locked and loaded.
In order to do this, we'll load our infantry back up
Reporting.
into the APC, and then we'll go and unload them at that Charlie building. So there is an unload unit button down here,
Good.
and we can left click the building, and then they will automatically drive to the building and unload into it.
Yes, sir.
I think at the moment,
Affirmative.
by default, T is the unload at position order. So if you want to know the keybinds.
Yes,
So I
Commander.
think currently in the early access demo, we can't change the controls, but hopefully we will be able to in future. I imagine we will. They will jump out of their armored car and they'll get into the building. It takes a little while. You'll see there's a little circle there, and then inside they go, and they'll start capturing the Charlie sector. A really good thing I like about systemic war is you can give orders to face after you give a move command like this.
Critical sector secured.
Very handy. You can
There
also
are
do it
two
with
key
attack move.
resources in battle: supplies and intel. Supplies are earned by controlling the battlefield. Your income is based on a fixed base value, modified by the percentage of sectors under your control. They are the primary resource, required for recruiting all units and activating certain support abilities. Intel is required to deploy higher tier units, establish and upgrade deployment zones, and call in support from outside the battlefield. You gain a small amount of intel passively by holding sectors. Additional intel is earned by detecting enemy forces, destroying enemy reconnaissance units, or using your own recon unit's abilities.
Our main objective now is to destroy enemy recon units in order to
Commander,
demonstrate that it gives us intel.
Understood.
When he was talking about abilities,
Copy that.
there are infantry with UAV
Reporting
drones
in.
that you can send out to scout sectors for you. Those will also give you intel.
Reporting. Yes, Commander. Commander? Yes, sir. Sir? Let's go. Roger that. Roger that.
So the fighting begins.
Enemy unit
Copy.
destroyed.
These poor infantry, just fodder for the training.
Enemy unit destroyed. Enemy unit destroyed.
Deploying units during battle works differently than in the deployment phase. Units arrive near a deployment zone, though deployment requires time, and each zone can deploy only one unit at once. Because of this, you may need additional deployment zones during battle. To acquire one, press the button in the top left corner of the screen. This costs 100 intel points.
So up here on the top left, we have the intel. We now have 100, so we can
Unit
buy a
ready.
new one.
New deployment zones arrive in the form of a deployment truck. To turn it into a functional base, it must be assembled.
Sir?
Select the truck, use the deploy ability, and choose the
Awaiting
target
orders.
location.
Let's go. Engaging.
Deployment zones can only be established within sectors under your control.
We need to deploy a new deployment zone at Point Bravo, so we'll just go and place one there.
Locked and loaded.
Really big fan of the voiceover, both for acknowledgements and the lady telling us what's going on, and obviously the tutorial. Really, really good.
Any deployment zone, except the initial one, can be reverted back into a supply truck when needed. To unlock access to more advanced units, a deployment zone must be upgraded. There are 3 tiers of upgrades, and each unit belongs to one of these tiers. To upgrade a deployment zone, select an established one and press the upgrade button on the unit panel. Upgrading requires intel points and temporarily disables the zone from deploying new units while the upgrade is in progress.
Once again, we'll select the deployment zone by clicking in the top left or on the deployment zone itself, and then we can select down here to upgrade the deployment zone.
Forests and buildings obstruct line of sight for your units. As commander, you can review what your forces currently see and preview visibility from any chosen position. To enable the visibility overlay, press the C key or click the button above the minimap. Keep in mind that just because your units can see an area doesn't mean every enemy there will be detected. Some units have stealth statistic that can be further increased by being in forest or building. To counter this, specialized units such as electronic warfare vehicles are available.
Orders.
Command has granted you
Copy that.
access to one, along with the resource. Now that the unit is on the battlefield, let's put it to work. Enemy forces are concealed in the forest within Sector Delta. Use your electronic warfare vehicle to locate and eliminate them.
We've got the electronic warfare vehicle building. We can give a rally point as well for it to drive to.
Unit
So
ready.
automatically drive to the rally here. We'll bring
Locked and
over
loaded.
our armored cars.
Reporting in. Reporting. Engaging.
And we'll move this up to Delta, and you'll see when you right click and hold, it shows you where the electronic warfare unit will be able to detect
Engaging.
forces. So we'll place it relatively central, and we can watch it set up, which is really cool. Once it's set up, it will send out a pulse,
Reporting in.
and every pulse will reveal location of enemy units within the radius. And what we'll need to do is send our forces to go and destroy them.
Standing by. Awaiting orders.
We'll give what is basically a fast attack move order to go and engage these forces. Do you have speed controls up here? Not available for this tutorial. You can see your main objectives on the right hand side. In the bottom right we have our abilities we can use with intel. Obviously the minimaps on the bottom left. You can turn on and off different things if you want to see like where the tactical points are, detection ranges of units that you have
Standing by.
selected. I assume that is actually for the E-War.
Standing by. Yes, sir.
Really cool to see the Rosmak unit though.
Reporting.
Polish APC.
Sir. Yes, Commander.
We'll unload my
Roger.
infantry as well to help us sweep this out. Although the APC should make
Sir?
short work of them.
Good.
Enemy unit
Good.
destroyed.
Roger that. Standing by.
Enemy unit
Roger.
destroyed.
You will notice that when I press C, you can follow the line of sight of a particular unit, or just see generally where, like this building for example, we can hover the building and see where that can see. The other one is range, which is very useful. You can see the range of the weapons, which is much larger than you'd expect, but it is of course blocked by terrain.
Yes, sir. Reporting in. Commander? Reporting. Sir? Locked and loaded.
Enemy unit destroyed.
In addition to terrain features that block visibility, certain obstacles like uneven ground may block only the line of fire. To check this and to view your unit's weapon ranges, activate the range overlay.
There you go.
Press the V key or click the highlighted button above the minimap to enable it. Armored vehicles, such as the KTO Rosomac, have different levels of armor depending on the side. To check the armor of your unit, select it and click the shield icon in the unit panel. Each side of the vehicle has two values, kinetic defense and heat defense. These represent the penetration types used by different kinds of weapons. Every weapon relies on one specific penetration type. Commander, you've just gained access to new units for purchase in the deployment zone, along with a steady supply of resources. Use them to eliminate all enemy forces within the training area
Locked and
and
loaded.
complete the exercise.
Yes, sir. Roger that. Commander?
Okay, we need to destroy 10 enemy units to complete the exercise. So we'll bring in plenty more APCs over time. And I'll also activate a couple of micro UAV teams and reconnaissance units.
Awaiting orders.
During battle, you also have access to off-map
Sector secured.
support,
Copy
such
that.
as artillery
ready.
barrages or AGM strikes.
Reporting.
These can be activated by clicking the button in the bottom right corner of the screen. Be aware that using support consumes
Reporting in.
both supplies and intel. Call in an artillery
Yes, sir.
barrage on enemy units.
Commander? We're on
Unit
it.
ready.
Loud and clear.
Note that using artillery
Standing
is
by.
side objective.
Orders.
Completing side
Standing
objectives
by.
is not required to finish the
Awaiting
mission,
orders.
but doing so
Yes,
will
sir.
grant you additional rewards.
Orders. Awaiting orders. Commander?
Unit
Awaiting
ready.
orders. Sir, loud and clear. Locked and loaded.
We'll
Reporting.
get some more reinforcements over here. I'm also going to send some to these buildings.
Locked and loaded. Roger that.
To move
Unit
forwards
ready.
my E-war vehicle so that we can see them coming through the tree line towards us. Once we see an enemy unit, we'll use the artillery strike. What I
Reporting.
could
in.
do meanwhile is get my APC
Locked and loaded.
to engage,
Standing by.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir.
oh, sorry, to capture the
Enemy
sector.
captured the sector.
Locked and loaded. Affirmative. Reporting in. Yes, sir. Yes, Commander.
Okay, we'll send another rifle
Roger.
unit over there
Sir.
with the micro
Unit
UAV.
ready.
By. Copy that.
And I'm going to unload this micro UAV back here.
Sector secured.
Commander?
These two can
Yes,
unload
Commander.
into Charlie.
Enemy captured the sector.
Yes, sir. Commander? Loud and clear.
Unit ready.
Standing by. Loud and clear. Standing by. Awaiting orders. Reporting in.
Do have to be careful here because
Reporting.
the enemy can use their AT weapons
Yes, sir.
to engage us.
Reporting.
Unit
orders.
ready.
Reporting. Reporting in. Copy.
And now this UAV is unloaded, we can do launch micro UAV and we can see where they're coming from. So if I want to say launch one here, it will give us some information about what's coming in on that
Locked and
sector,
loaded.
just like I'm going to do one here, and we'll see that they have the BMP there. It's going to be bumping shortly
Reporting in.
into my infantry.
Sir? Commander? Reporting. Orders, sir? Orders? Awaiting orders.
At this range, infantry has got a good advantage against these APCs
Locked
with
and
their
loaded.
AT weapons.
Enemy
orders.
unit destroyed.
Yes, sir.
BMP has done a lot of damage to my vehicle here, so what I can do is tell the unit to repair in the deployment zone. So it will drive back to our deployment zone and fix itself up.
Reporting. Locked and loaded. Standing by. Yes, sir. Orders. We're on it. Commander. Reporting. Commander.
I'm just going to tell my infantry to leave the building if they can.
Unit retreating.
I think they were pinned down, but now they're going to be retreating, although they got
Infantry unit
taken
lost.
out before they could retreat.
Yes, sir.
So I'm just moving units in from this side because they will be able to like engage across. We can catch them in a pincer.
Enemy captured
Commander.
the sector.
Reporting. Locked and loaded. Orders confirmed. Standing by.
You can also, of
Enemy
course,
captured the
bring down our
sector.
artillery. So we'll do that onto this infantry that's kind of standing in the open, capturing that point.
Enemy unit destroyed.
As you can see, it's quite effective. You can also use an air-to-ground missile to engage things like the
Commander.
BMP-3 there.
Sir. Sir. Orders. Standing by.
Enemy unit destroyed.
Awaiting orders.
Unit retreating. Infantry unit lost.
Sir. Engaging. Sir. Awaiting orders.
Enemy unit
We're on it.
destroyed.
We can start moving the UAVs over to Charlie once it's reloaded. Cool
Awaiting
down.
orders. Reporting in. Locked and loaded. Reporting. Loud and clear. Let's go. Yes, sir. Standing by. We're on it.
There is a hill here.
Reporting in.
We're going to have to crest that hill in order to engage the BMP-3 on the other side.
Reporting in. Commander, engaging.
Sector secured.
We're on it. Yes, Commander. Yes, sir. Sir?
Sector secured.
Understood.
Enemy unit
Orders.
destroyed.
Commander?
Very good.
Locked and loaded. Sir?
Going to unload one of my
Copy that.
recon here.
Yes, sir.
We'll unload the other one further to the right side.
Sir? Orders confirmed. Affirmative.
We'll go hunt down that
Locked and
BMP.
loaded.
And meanwhile, we'll head towards their main sector.
Orders engaging. Locked and loaded. Reporting in.
Enemy
Standing by.
captured the sector.
Awaiting orders. Yes, sir. Roger that. Copy.
Enemy unit destroyed.
So we have hit that with a crit. You see that its transmission system's damaged, its main weapon's damaged, and it's currently got its optics damaged.
Orders.
They will attempt to repair those over time, get themselves moving again.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Roger that.
Unit retreating.
Engaging.
Okay, they are retreating, so they're probably going to go down as they come under fire.
IFV unit lost.
BMP-3s are
Locked and loaded.
quite a lot
Reporting in.
tankier in terms of armor. We can click on them and check their armor. You can see they have 350 millimeters of kinetic front armor
unit
and then
destroyed.
350 millimeters of heat. 200 in the side, 100 in the rear, whereas ours
Enemy unit
is only
destroyed.
50 millimeters of kinetic, which is obviously
Standing by. Let's
not ideal, but our gun is still going to be adequate. Do some damage over time.
Reporting in. Awaiting orders. Commander? Sir?
Enemy unit destroyed.
And there it is, victory. And that is the tutorial. So, as you can see, it introduces you to a lot of the systems that will be in Systemic War. And bear in mind, this is just the RTS component. I believe they are planning to add like a meta game, sort of overarching campaign level that will determine when these sort of RTS battles happen. So, really, really cool concept so far. There is a big battle that we have a chance to play as well, so I'll be showing that off to you guys in a separate video. But for now, that is it. Let me know what you think of the game in the comments. I think it looks really promising. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.